Farscape Engineers, Inspector Summary Video, Inspector Meneses here. I'm here at 5961 Center Street in Clifton, and what we have here is a fire escape. Several issues. The first issue that we need to clean up right away is the fact that the fire escape has been painted. So 100% paint job on this fire escape within the past 5 years. It's still in very good paint condition, so paint is not going to be required. Structurally, here's the issues. We have evidence that this fire escape is tilted. One of the major evidences right off the bat that the fire escape is tilting down and it's deflected probably 3 to 4 inches is the clip that holds this down right here. It's already up probably 1.5 to 2 inches, indicating that this angle and all these supports have tilted. Maybe during renovations inside this building, the plates were loosened, something happened inside, and all these things are tilting. It's tilting. So this is an unsafe structure as well as the one below. We don't know what's going on, but basically it's tilting out. The whole frame, all original hardware, square head bolts. The whole rails, everything's original rivets and or square head bolts on the corners. The rail into the wall, when you wiggle it, it's into the vinyl. It's wiggling loose, meaning that the lag bolts that are in there are gone. But it's unverifiable because you have to destroy the vinyl in order to verify that. The flats. These flats are good because they're riveted, so the rivet flats don't need to be replaced, just the angles where they tie in needs to be rebolted there. You got a ladder going to the roof. Unverifiable because vinyl has closed off everything. You can't verify the connection, and you can't get onto that roof without being safe about climbing this. This pinwheel here, the weight is pulling it away from the building. You can definitely see a pull. The cable looks like it's a new cable that they put in, but the pinwheel is original, 50 to 75 years old. So either replace the pinwheel, or we have to disclaim this pinwheel as a manufactured item that, even though it's functioning today and it probably just needs greasing, we can't verify that it'll continue to hold this load. A lot of this cabling here just looks like it's very strong wire, or it was heated wire. That's not a norm. Normally you're supposed to have, a 3/8 rod or half-inch rod basically controlling the guide in case this thing breaks. And as you can see, it already broke one of its lips, so it's no longer in a controlled box or controlled by lines of steel. We got a lot of debris up here. We got people hanging clothes out here. You can't do this. This is can't obstruct. You've got potted plants here. You can't put these out here. Again, because it's obstruction from people and firemen. Fire escapes can't have any debris, or it's the code, cannot be obstructed. And then going down the stairs, all these stairs have original rivets. All of these got to be switched out to new bolts. There's been some repair on 1 or 2 of the treads only. Everything else is original. So now coming down, you can see the hooks, original rivets. Those got to be, this is a critical connection. Support, original connection. You can keep that rivet if it's in good to excellent condition, but I need a plate over here that basically ties in 2 new bolts here and 2 new bolts here, and you can keep that original. Otherwise, this is 50 to 75 years old. I will not load test it. Into the wall, it's unverifiable. So we need to go inside on another visit and verify just what happened, because somebody just basically let it just vinyl right over what was existing here. But it's definitely tilting out. As you can see, she's definitely tilting, and there's evidence, because if this was built crooked, then that hook wouldn't be 2 inches high like it's resting on this side. So as you can see, everything is tilting down in all directions, not only this floor but the floor below. So rivets, original hardware, 50 to 75% of this fire escape is going to have to be rebolted. The only thing you don't rebolt, see all these little bars here? If the rivets are good, they'll stay. It's only the critical connections, so that would be the corner post, reinforcement posts on rails, these railings, the top of the rail needs to be the bottom, not necessarily the side, but if there's rust on the connection, then it gets done anyway. And all these treads, 100% of the treads need to be cleaned out and rebolted, then put back in order for us to do what's called a calculated load test on these things. Debris again on this fire escape, tilting, pulling away, and this is an example of the unverified connection into the wall. If you take this one, this just means that somebody just vinyled over without verifying that the connection was in good condition. So it's these things that will prohibit us from load testing. As you can see, original hardware on the ladder, the box that receives the weight in case it falls and lets go, and we need a release arm. This thing's going to have a chain or a hook from here. It's going to pick up one of the rungs so nobody can pull this ladder down and break into the building. And only from up here can you release it, and it'll either drop 2 to 3 feet per second, or you'll assist it in bringing it down to the ground so that then you can use it. But that will help also with any break-ins on this building. Again, Farscape Engineers, Inspector Meneses, 800-649-3333. Any technical questions for bidding, give us a call. Any bid-related questions, call the owner of the building.